Lurupe, the three-time world half-marathon champion, also a global spokeswoman for peace, women's rights and education. Dr. Onantwa Owendo, who's a lecturer of peace and security studies at the Kenyatta University. Right before we delve deeper into this particular discussion, now remember, all this is based on Eliud Kipchoge, who has just been named the UN Personality of the Year 2018. We just want to take a look at perhaps some of his achievements throughout the years in which he has been a very strong athlete representing Kenya in various marathons. And as we well know, he previously just won the record, or broke the record, in the just concluded marathon, where he cemented his status as the grand marathoner. Now, he's a five-time world championship 5,000-meter finalist, the greatest marathoner of the grand era. That's a title that was bestowed upon him due to his achievements in the world of sports. He's won 11 out of 12 marathons, and you must surely say that this title is well appreciated by not just him, but the team where he works with, because consistency is key. Now, he's won the 2015 London Marathon, got a gold medal, the 2015 Berlin Marathon, as well as the 2014 Chicago and the 2013 Berlin Marathons, where 2013 he did get a silver. As we mentioned, he won 11 out of 12 marathons that he has participated in. His personal best times in the 3,000 meters, he took that particular time 7 minutes 27 seconds and 66 microseconds. We can see the 5,000 meter champion where he recorded that particular time in the 10,000 meters, 26 minutes 49.02 seconds. In the half marathon, 59 minutes and 25 seconds in the marathon. Best time, 2 hours, 1 minute and 39 seconds. Definitely something that we should look up to, not just as Kenyans, but also emulated by athletes as well. Only lost to Wilson Kipsang at the 2013 Berlin Marathon. As we mentioned earlier, he got a silver medal in that particular race. BMW 2018 Berlin Marathon, his time 2 hours, 1 minute and 39 seconds. In the world junior record 5,000 meters, his time was 12 minutes 52.61 seconds. Absolutely amazing display of character, not just on the field, but off the field as well, the track rather. And we definitely continue celebrating this great man, Eliud Kipchoge, of the year 2018. 2018 Beijing 5,000 meter, he was a silver medalist. In 2016 Rio Marathon, we well remember he was a gold medalist, an Olympic champion, if need be mentioned that way. Perhaps also looking at the 2004 Athens 5,000 meter race, he was a bronze medalist in that particular race. Truly, since time immemorial, 2004 till now, the consistency level is key, and he's truly continued showing why he truly deserves to be the UN Personality of the Year. In 2003 in Paris, he was a gold medalist in the 5,000 meter race. In 2007 in Osaka, Japan, in the 5,000 meter race, he was a silver medalist in that particular race. All this just breaking down the sinology of this great man who is Eliud Kipchoge. Many say the grand marathoner, the best marathoner of this particular era. That's just some statistics to take a look at his great achievements. The World Cross Country Championships, he was a gold medalist 2003 Lausanne Junior Race, and this goes all the way back, as you can see, to 2003. So winning is perhaps part of his vocabulary. 2006 Moscow 3,000 meter, he's a bronze medalist. That's in 2006, the World Indoor Championships. So a lot can be said about this great man, not forgetting what we've already mentioned, some of his recent accomplishments in the World Marathon Majors. In 2018 Berlin Marathon, needless to mention the 2016 Rio Marathon as well. As earlier mentioned, the role of sports in peace building is very important, and I'm joined by these two individuals in studio to perhaps just break down the role of peace. As you well know, the United United Nations was established to make sure that international peace is attainable. And perhaps let's start from there. Being a 2016 UN Personality of the Year, you got that award, and perhaps as we congratulate Eliud Kipchoge on his great achievement, what does this award mean for an athlete, for Kenya as a country, as well as Africa as a continent?
Well, as you know very well that many people sometimes they think athletes only we get recognition when we are running, just to get one race and get your gold medal, that's it. But besides running, we also contribute to the society. One thing, we are not politicians, but we look for our space to do good and to have a peaceful environment. So when I see Kipchoge receiving today, Kipchoge has contributed for this nation and also for the world. For me, as a Kenyan, I'm really proud, also as an athlete, I'm really proud to see another athlete who is being recognized by the United Nations. And this is a big, big achievement for this country. And therefore, I hope nobody will politicize this, that the country should be proud, because now we are the two people who received this big award for this nation. It's a very big achievement for us as athletes, for the country, and for sports, and for the kids who are just looking at us as role models.
Definitely. Now, Tegle Lurupe, we'll definitely delve deeper into your peace initiatives, not just in Kenya, but around the world. Let me engage Dr. Owendo, who's a lecturer of peace and security studies at Kenyatta University. Now, the importance of preaching peace perhaps is undermined until times of animosity arise. How do you actually delve into the aspect of the importance of peace?
Now, peace is a major component or role for the United Nations since its promulgation on the 24th of October, 1945. You know that the UN was established against a backdrop of a lot of warfare, the two wars and so on. And so after its predecessor, which was the League of Nations, then the UN was established for purposes as its core mandate to ensure world peace, development, and security. And so the UN, the UN was established to ensure or to broker peace or to bring about peace on the world arena, which transcends interstate animosities and warfare. Now, and within its many functions, the UN has since established several agencies that facilitate it in accomplishing its mandate. And under it, we have got, of course, the UNEP that is concerned with environment, UN Habitat with city planning and development. We have the World Health Organization, as you know. We have UNESCO that is concerned with scientific research, culture, and education, and so on. And now, you know, world peace within the UN's mandate really entails the use of what we call soft power.
Soft power.
Soft power. That's what I can say for now. That as opposed to wanting to bring about peace through warfare and stuff like that, and statecraft, world peace can be achieved through a process of collaboration, cooperation, and generally influence that does not really entail political brinkmanship or fighting.
Okay. Now, the importance of sports, how do we actually link the two? Because they're of different calibers. When we talk about sports, we picture our athletes, we picture our footballers, we picture perhaps marathoners who actually go and represent a country and make the country proud. But where's the interlink between sports and peace?
Sports and peace. Within the agency known as UNESCO, which is about United Nations environmental, scientific and cultural organization. This is where the issue of culture is captured, where sports and entertainment are tools of influence. And you know, what is important and interesting with sports is that most sports icons and personality ply their trade at the global level. They make their money and bring pride and lift the countries to the global arena at the global level. Now, that's very critical because these people don't fight for power. They're not looking to become influential, not looking to make money as such. They're just doing their thing. But in the process, they are transcending state boundaries. They are bringing about something we call cultural fusion or cultural tolerance, cultural integration. You know, sports has a language that no other instrument has, or within the understanding of world peace. Sports, the rules are the same, regardless of color, creed, or culture.
Okay.
And the discipline, the training is the same. The people administer. And you can see how sports and entertainment really can can bring about social integration and the cultural integration at the global level without having to go into negotiations and treaties.
Well, that's very true. Let's get it from the horse's mouth, perhaps. Tegla Lurupe, you yourself have been a marathoner and you've won a couple of awards on that. But you're also well known for your Peace Foundation, which is a peace and development organization that promotes peaceful coexistence and social economic development of poor and marginalized individuals. Now, we well know of your work with the refugees. We also well know of your work in bringing together communities. You just wasn't, when he mentioned about marathoners, it is a global way of bringing together people, but you went a step farther to actually set up this initiative. Perhaps let's talk about the achievements you've been able to perhaps do in Kenya and Africa as well.
Well, thank you, my brother. When you talk about the achievement that sports has brought to our nation through sports, one thing that I can enjoy right now is that who doesn't know the West Pokot, and I come from that region. I'm a Kenyan, but when it comes to conflicts, I was subjected for many years that, this girl comes from the war zone. So she's like them. But I did not die, but I say no, despite the fact I come from that community, there will be something good that comes from that community that benefits the nation. And I thought I was going to do good for my nation, but it happened that I was doing also good for the world. So I started a peace race in Kapenguria in West in 2003. That it went across Uganda, whereby people were not able to cross neither the other side. Even though a woman is pregnant, she cannot cross to the other side of Uganda. But after our first peace race, we enjoyed what we call collaboration, that togetherness. Our people were able to cross the other side. And then I didn't finish there. We built a school whereby the kids from the reformed warriors were able to come in. Why I'm saying this, that my brother doctor said that peace is something it's a symbol thing, something that unites people, and it's not a political. We don't fight for power. Sports, we don't kill our opponents. When doctor win today, I go back and say, how did he manage to beat me?
Yes.
I go and learn his tactics or her tactics, and tomorrow, because I still need him. We are not like politicians whereby you kill and tomorrow you don't have. You are not a winner. We are winners because we know that we work together, and I go and make things work. So when I finish this being an athlete and supporting my own community and our nation, I realized that we have our people from Sudan, and those are the refugees. As an athlete, I realized that when they used to say Tegla comes from a very bad community, they are bad people, I saw myself I was not a bad person. But when I see the refugees athletes, not all of them are bad people, but there are good people like Terkat or like Tegla in this community. But how to help these people? I used to train with them. Some of them stay in the house. So when I go to Europe, they stay home. As an athlete, you feel bad. So I came with the idea as, what can I do with this? But the IOC president, that's Dr. Thomas Park, he knew the work that I was doing all along. And when he became the president, he came to Kenya. And he told me, Tegla, I want you to go and work with your athletes because I want to open the first refugee ever in 2016.
Okay.
So he supported me, and that's when we went with the UNSHR. And I want to thank the rep, Mr. Mansour, who accepted our call to say, okay, can we organize event in Kakuma so that we see our people, how we can help them. So we were able, and I want to thank the government of Kenya to give me that trust, to allow me to bring the kids from the Kakuma and bring them all the way to Ngong to train. These people have been in their camp, surrounded by all the securities and agencies. Okay. That trust alone make our country to be the country. They do not see only Tegla, but they see the country that they host the athlete, and they see the nation whereby they send this athlete to Rio. Okay. So that's something that we can say that sports has given us that success, and for me to be recognized by IUC to be the chief de mission, it was not only one president, but the whole National Olympic in the whole world to say, okay, we allow Tegla to be that chief de mission. Not only that, the UN agencies to say, okay, I am not part of the UN, I'm just a Kenyan. Exactly. To say we want Tegla to represent those athletes is a very, very great achievement.
Yeah, it's a very great achievement, not just for you as an individual, but the country.
No, by the country.
Let's talk about the role of peace in ensuring that gender equity and equality is achieved, especially in Kenya. Because we've just had her mention about the role of women in some marginalized communities. You know, you're sidelined to various roles that are deemed not superior, you know, according to what men are supposed to do. The role of peace in gender equality and equity as we conclude.
Great. One of the things that the UN seeks to ensure is the promotion and development of democracy. Now, there is no arena where democracy is better experienced than in sports.
Yes.
Because ladies participate now in all manner of sports, ranging from football, which was a domain of men, to every other sport. Now, already gender equity is realized in that manner. This is the only arena where conflict is resolved without having to resort to war, literally. So sports is all-inclusive. It's an arena where women that participate and win medals at the global level, at whatever level, receive the same awards. In fact, I dare say, even those who participate in the Paralympic Games, for example, the Olympics has been a wonderful arena. It's at the global level. The World Cup, you can see, where black people participate in equal measure with white people, where women participate in equal measure with men, and earn the same awards and recognition. Tegla Lorupe here, who is my icon, actually, yeah, has been a global icon.
Yes.
Not based on the fact that she's a Pokot lady, not based on the fact that she's an African woman, not based on the fact that she's a woman, but based on the fact that sports is blind to those differences.
Definitely. Now, due to constraints of time, we'll have to conclude it right there. But obviously, you're an icon, not just to Daktari right here, but to so many. So continue doing your good work with your peace initiatives. That's Tegla Lorupe, who is a 3-time world half marathon champion, as well as a champion for peace initiatives, women's rights, and